So it's about time that I updated SWC Control Computer Core. So, so this is actually a start of a named update scheme. So we're starting with the alarm update. You've probably seen, like on on SWC Control Underground Research Facility, you've seen the you've the current update is the escape update. For some reason, the game is still buggy. I might just take that place down and replace it with a new game. And please, if there are any Roblox developers, watching, builders or scripters, put something in the comments or just put something in the comments if you want to help me, because I do not know everything about building or scripting. So first, so in the game's description, we will just bring in the desktop. There are 3 Roblox users currently that can enter my room without my permission. That's me, a real-life friend, and David15557, the original owner of SWC Go. And the door, it's a simple door. You touch this thing, and it checks the username, and then if it's correct, and then if it matches the list, if I touch this, since my name matches the list, matches one of the names in the list, the door will slide. The door will slide open. But let's say just someone, like if my real life friend decided to touch the door, it would open for her as well as David15557. But if a guest, or let's say if someone like Reaver or Zombie or someone, just any Roblox person that's not one of the trusted 3, if they try to open the door, it won't open. I don't know if I should make a device that if someone passes the door and they aren't someone who's supposed to be in, you're like, I would make it that it would allow me and my friends to enter my office. So here are the alarm types. So the main feature of this update is not this office. It's something that everyone sees. Like, there's nothing actually quite secret in here. It's just a computer with a picture of a desktop that I made, with a picture of a computer desktop that I made as a voice assistant. I guess that's like a phone connection app. It's got Office. It's got the LibreOffice suite. It's supposed to be a Linux distro, so most Linux distros come with LibreOffice installed. And there's Home, the Home folder in Linux. There's a web browser, and that's the menu. And at some time, I'm gonna need to make a version of this without the battery indicator. If I get a laptop model, I could put the one with the battery indicator on it, but I'll have to soon make a desktop that doesn't have a battery indicator. And also, I don't know if everyone likes this, but I made it dark mode with this nice blue. It's just a style that I like. It's even on my actual desktop background. I put a little bit of text on the desktop background. I don't know if you've seen it before, if you see my desktop background before, I actually changed it to it looks like this with the color strip in the top right. It's actually a brighter blue, like that blue. Not like this blue, but like the blue on this screen. And then you can probably tell what kind of computer that. It's actually free modeled. I don't know how to make anything. That's why I need builders and script. And you know, even though I enlarged this chair, look at that. I sit higher, so I can, use the keyboard, use the mouse, and then of course, that's definitely a Mac Mini. That is undoubtedly a Mac Mini. A green light instead of a white one. Even though it has a green light instead of a white one. And it's just a screen, a keyboard, and a mouse. Oh, I need to adjust this. Oh, I can adjust that in the studio later. So this is the feature of this update. Oh, that's why it's called the alarm update, actually. It's about 6 minutes on already. Okay. Speed me 100, but not 1000. That's way too fast. So this one's for Meltdown. These two, that one's for Hot Shot being ready, and that's for E-Cooler be ready. And this one is for a freeze down. So I'll leave my office. So let's go start let's do the Meltdown first. Now turn your sound down a little, or put headphones on. Luckily there's no. So at this place, I don't know what time the Meltdown begins. I guess we'll just have to see. So we're going to let the core melt. I'm not going to use the instant buttons. So this elevator, I went to the core chamber and got to this elevator because, well, I have a special. This place is based on Unnamed Computer Core 1. So, well, just that. Let's bring the elevator back down. I added this platform in the core chamber. And there's another one of those alarms. I haven't put a freeze alarm in the core chamber yet. I'll have to fix that later. So most of the weird you see here will be ironed out once I can get to it. See, but this elevator, as you can see, does not weld people to it. So if you're afraid of taking the elevator, there's a second route, which you've probably seen already. Once we get up here, if you go, see, so there's stairs. These stairs, while we're waiting for let's actually get the heatant core turned on. Reactor power, boost lasers, and then heatant. It actually installed a bunch of core status screens in the main hallway, so it leads to this door, which you would use normally to get to the control room. But if you go down this route, so it says it's overheating now. So these are the 4 alarms demonstrated. This is the red version of the Meltdown alarm. It's actually, if you saw it in the office, there's a white version. It's basically like a Meltdown video, as well as showcasing this new update. The full change logs are in the game's description, and the picture with the alarms in it is on my Twitter account at LittleBit670, which you can find on my Roblox profile, as well as you can find on my Roblox profile, in my YouTube bio under About, as well as and you can find the game in I'll link the game in the description. I don't actually have that many visits. 85 visits. Okay. Oh, well, haha, ha, ha. Let me put that back. See, it says danger. I switched to my browser. Oh, this was made in 2017, updated today. It is September the 8th, 2019. Okay, playing. Let's bring up creations. I think this melts at like 4 pounds. Yeah, melt. I'm gonna turn down my volume. So there we go. It's 4,000. It's 4,000 Celsius when the core begins melting.
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown imminent.
So it's actually surprising that this game got 85 visits. It's actually like amazing that this game got 85 visits. So here goes the first alarm.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
There's also the same alarms cloned in well, they've been cloned multiple times because there's one of the control room as well, but see in here there's core status panels and alarms. And over here there's the equal and the hotshot alarms. So I'll go back to the control room.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Core temperature is skyrocketing. This game has a couple runway scripts in it.
Attention, facility destruction is imminent. Evacuate Evacuate
Now
the
the core is
facility
beginning to
immediately.
release
Repeat, evacuate
its
the facility
particles.
immediately.
And now the core is beginning to release its particles. You can see that, that the lasers are on, the heat and misters are enabled. So we did this one. We did this one automatically because we let the temperature rise. If we did it manually, that would be if I pushed the meltdown button. So now the core is in. The core is in its 4-minute destruction sequence. And once the timer hits 3 minutes, this opener will begin sounding. These are based on the can override variable for equal. So it'll actually turn off when it expires because once it's ready, it will.
I'm afraid that might be stripping them.
It will expire in 1 minute after it becomes ready. That's what you start. See, it's about to bounce now. So now it's saying equal ready.
Reactor explosion timer
See,
destroyed.
it turned off. See, it turned off. I need to make it where it turns off the freeze alarms. Or turns off the... I need to make it where it turns off the meltdown alarm and activates the freeze alarm. Actually, let's do some live studio editing. This video's getting long already. So we'll start by escaping the facility. You have 2 minutes to leave upon E-cooler fail. And it uses the Discover Aquatic Research Facility E-cooler fail. And my game, as you can hear, uses the Discover Aquatic Research Facility E-cooler fail. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to do that. Where'd the E-cooler room? 40 seconds. For full effect, I might make it. The door slides up. I'm not gonna go to PVCC. I'm not going to go to Pinewood CC. I'm sorry, I forgot to put alarms in the escape room. This is actually okay, so that was actually gonna do a live studio. I can change the scenes here. Welcome back to the desktop, and because this is designed with a keyboard view in mind, because like if I put this and that up here and tilt the camera down, I now have a hand cam view. Sorry for the mess on the desk. So here are.
Jamie, it's best to keep your iPad out of the kitchen now. Don't leave it on the counter.
Okay. Yeah, it's slow. My computer has a GTX 1060 in it, and it still does this with Roblox Studio, probably because Roblox Studio is hogging the system memory along with OBS. So here are the alarms. So I need to make some edits to workspace. So I need to make some edits to this one, OC script. So I need to. So what I need to do is add so that it sets game dot work. So it seems game dot workspace dot danger level dot value equals 0, and game dot workspace dot danger level 2 dot value. I don't need caps. Value equals true, because danger level is what triggers the meltdown alarms, and that's a numbered value. But danger level 2 is a boolean, so I have to use a true or false with danger level 2, which is for the freeze down alarms. So we fixed that. And it doesn't matter changing any of the code for these two alarms, because they stopped, because the E-coolant one stopped when I hit the button. So we fixed that error. Published to Roblox. And I need to fix this computer thing. I'm gonna scale it back. I'm going to scale it back and drop it on the desk. And of course, I don't need to really mess with that door. So yeah, that's everything. So Alt-P to publish. It was published successfully. So we'll try that again. I'll leave it on the desktop, because it doesn't really matter if the bars are there or not. If the bars are there or not. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. OBS. 24 minutes. It's going to be a 30-minute long video about my computer core that isn't even really my computer core. It's unnamed computer core 1, which edits made to it. Like it even has it still even has the nuclear symbol. It still even has the nuclear symbol over here, which is for some reason the unnamed. Is it Enterprise? It's Enterprises. Yeah, not Productions. That's unnamed. Unnamed Productions is the unnamed Dragons group. It's unnamed enterprises. It is a SWC, and also I added. Where's my rules panel? I thought I added a rules panel, but it seems to have been deleted for some inexplicable reason. I actually might stick with having the hand cam on screen instead of just the face cam, even though, like, the hand cam is the Logitech C615 mounted above my mounted on top of my main monitor. Actually, my grandparents gave me a Asus. Oh, again, yeah. I have a shift to sprint script. Colons, not colon. I want semicolon. Speed me M. Speed me 10. Speed me 100. You know, I shake my gum. Let's try that meltdown again. I could just like get into the scrap door. Does this have decks? Well, I could open decks and trigger the meltdown while still in the control room, but I'd better to just do s game dot workspace dot. So game dot workspace dot temp value equals oh look, it's 300. I type 300, not 3000. S game dot workspace dot temp dot value equals 3000. Critical danger. Heatant on, lasers on, reactor power 4. Let's see. Actually, wait. Dead turn off, coolant boost, laser, set power 1. Actually, S. Let's see. Is this core's meltdown temperature 4000? S game dot workspace dot temp dot value equals 4000. Not 400. 4000.
Warning.
Yep, there it goes.
Evacuate the facility immediately.
And there goes the first of the 2 alarms that go off during the meltdown. Hey, this is the update to my core that I'm
Warning.
going to show you.
Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown imminent.
Okay. Oh, so that's what you were adding, is that there was a meltdown imminent?
No, there's no meltdown. It's not the core status, it's these alarms. So there's, this one's meltdown, that one's for the hot shot. Oh wait, that one's freeze down, that one's E-coolant ready, and that one's hot shot ready.
Please prepare for
And it actually is
emergency
based
evacuation.
on the value that determines whether you can push the E-coolant button or the hot shot button. So let's say if someone comes in here, pushes that instant overload button, it activates the can override variable.
Right.
So if someone pushes that button, it will actually trigger the.
You're going through the walls and stuff.
It's a door. It's a door. See, it has handles on it.
Oh, okay.
So it would activate this alarm because it's activating the variable that controls it. And soon, when the core destruction timer reaches 3 minutes, the E-coolant one will go on, and there's actually an expiring E-coolant. So 1 minute after the E-coolant becomes ready, it will expire, and then you'd have 2 minutes to get out of the facility before the core
All
explodes.
reactor core safeguards are now non-functional.
Pushing
Please
the
prepare for reactor
E-coolant
core meltdown.
causes a freeze down. In turn, turning off the meltdown alarm and activating the freeze down one. And as you can see, look, the temperature. The temperature is going up like a rocket.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
My core's melting point is 4,000 degrees, and then the core status change because in the hallway actually, if I jump down here, there are actually copies of those alarms. There are upstairs.
Okay, so you're playing in that screen. What's that screen?
It's my recorder. Because
You're recording.
I'm making a video about the update.
Oh, so you're actually.
I'm not streaming, I'm recording. I'll have to upload the file later. And actually, I have this store. Only me, Maddie, and the original owner of the group before it was given to me can go through this door unattended. I allow my friends to get through here, but if anyone else tries to trail behind me, they'll get banned.
Attention. Facility destruction is imminent.
But if someone tries to trail behind me, they will be banned.
Evacuate the facility immediately.
Although I do clear the ban list. I do clear the ban list every month. So if someone gets banned, it's only for 30 days. I don't. My friends never. So I think this is just the start of the. Yeah, someone's friend. They'll say 4 minutes.
Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
And the E-coolant doesn't go on until 3 minutes, and they got 1 minute to activate. Explaining this update to my dad. I'm just explaining the update to my dad. And actually, the launch silos were just so lucky that I had to just scrap them and make this teleporter that you saw in the first segment. See, I got to fix the segment. There's no thingies, in the escape room. E-coolant's about to go, I think. Yep, the E-coolant's about to go. The middle one, the meltdown's active. And as you can see, it's not active actually until this alarm ceases. Now saying E-coolant ready. To jump down, open the 2 doors to leave the core. To leave the core chamber, walk down to the E-coolant. See, that one's going to. And that one.
Reactor explosion timer destroyed.
So the meltdown ones are still blinking. Fly, no, clip, me. Did I mess with the timing on the freeze down? Clip me. Not clip me yet. And the core is about to go. SWC control. I had a different name on this computer core at one time, but when I became owner of SWC, I changed the name of the place and almost everything. Where's my mouse cursor? So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.